This is Jamie Boyum at East Texas Regional Airport with Airport Director Max Tovar. And yeah, you're looking up. You're looking. I'm looking
Yeah,
up.
man, it's up there.
But it's like it is up there, and it's not a plane. It's this.
It's not, yeah.
Look at there. Look, you got it unhooked. So that's the new tower. And that thing went up quick. With the help of this over here, with that crane. Now, tell me a little about this new beacon.
Well, you know, it's taller.
A little. There's the old one.
And if you look at the color, the paint difference. I mean, that's the type of paint you need to have. That's the spec of the paint there. So if you look to the left, you know, we were working with the FAA. We were out of compliance, but they were working with us, and it just made more sense financially. And as mentioned, you asked me earlier what excited me. The excitement of the beacon going up, not necessarily the beacon going up. What excited me was the process that the whole team, talking about the county, the commissioners, budgeting. It took so many people, the FAA, to work on this grant to make sure that this final product was less expensive than this product, and to repair, to replace, to maintain, to keep going with this beacon. It just didn't make financial sense for me.
Yeah,
So
it's
exciting to see everything come together and all the parties that played in it. It's not the biggest project that the airport's had, but even at that small level of project, it took a lot of work.
I would say. And did you know there's a guy up there in that basket?
Oh man,
Really?
he's the brave one. We're gonna have to hire him.
Yeah. If there's maintenance
Yeah.
issues.
I mean, we're gonna have to open up a position just for the guys who maintain that up. But look, we're in a year warranty, so for at least a year, somebody else will be doing that climb.
Oh, that's
that's
good.
We'll just have to.
That's a great thing, actually. So yeah, this process was really quick once it all came together. Of course,
it came
really, I
together.
guess it took years.
It
a year
did
and a
take
half.
years. I
Yeah.
think they were in conversations about this before I arrived. This was something that was on the agenda of things to do for the airport before I got here that's back in 23.
Yeah.
So we're in 26 and it's going up. So it takes a lot. And then once you did see it, so this doesn't excite me. What excites me is the process of it, even as the stress part of it. But at the end, this means nothing without that. And I'm excited that we have a really good, county personnel, budgeting, the purchasing department, commissioner's court that are for the airport, and they made everything to this.
Yeah.
So this is what's exciting.
Yeah, and it's in fact,
I wish they were all here to witness it, but it's just one of those deals where everybody's busy and we just got to keep rolling.
it just right.
As soon as we get this one done, we move on to the next project, JetBridge. So
Right.
So there we
Maybe
go.
there'll be some kind of ribbon cutting for that.
yeah, okay, well, amazing.
It's hard to stretch a ribbon. I don't know where you even put the ribbon if you're going to ribbon cut that. I don't know. But this, when I got here, I was here yesterday and saw it laying in pieces, a couple of pieces, and 3 pieces, I guess, including the crow's nest up there, and it hadn't been put together. And when I got here today, it was all hooked up, or almost hooked up to a crane. They were moving the crane in place, the hook, and actually doing some retouch painting a little bit on there, and then once they got that thing hooked up and everybody was happy with it, it went quick. I
Pretty
mean,
quick.
yeah, here, take a look at
quick.
how fast. Yeah, it was like, that's crazy.
Titan,
It was, yeah. Well, first they, lifted the thing
torque.
up, which only took 3 minutes or so
Yeah.
to like pick it up and then move it over and move it into place. And then there was some frantic moments as a bunch of guys were trying to bolt it down here with these bolts that you're looking at. And I think somebody dropped one. I couldn't find it there for a minute.
And
No,
think about
they're
it'll-
big enough. They found the bolt. Yeah. But
Think about it. It'll be in operation tonight, but it'll be in full operation hopefully by tomorrow night. So they'll work out the kinks on it and stuff like that. Make sure it's all with right angles, right. It turns at a certain amount of spins per minute, and so it has to make sure that it's doing all of that to stay in compliance. Everything, paint, height, the amount of spins it does, the angle at the headlight goes out. So it's a lot that goes into just this one thing.
yeah, and that beacon on top, a little tiny compared to the other one, and then of course
Yeah.
LED. So
yeah.
so that's gonna last a whole lot longer,
Should.
less maintenance, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely.
So
That's the goal.
so yeah, there it is, up and in place, and they're kind of doing their thing with it, making sure everything's just right. And then basically they take an extension cord and plug it in.
Pretty much.
I mean, so
They're just the good thing about it is it's right next to the other one, so it's going to be a plug and play. Essentially, what you're saying, they've already pre-wired it. It's ready to go. It's just in order to do that, you'll see the wiring right there. Once they get back, bring their electrician guy to plug it up. Right now, it's going to be per extension cord, as mentioned earlier, a specific type of extension cord,
Yes.
and then. We could have used yours from earlier, but
probably not. I mean, I do have a 30 amp.
yeah. Hey, you know, who knows? Well, LED and stuff, you know, we're moving on up.
So that's going to cause less trips up the tower.
Sure.
And then, yeah, you were telling me about some of the maintenance issues you might have had, or if you're going to recondition it. The
Yeah.
old one. It's and I'd like to walk over there and take a look. Well, let's walk right back around this way. I don't think they'd like us walking through the work zone. I hope you guys can hear this. There's a lot of wind out here today. But yeah, I was just surprised how quickly this whole thing went up.
Yeah, I mean, you like to see things go fast to stay within the scope of things, but this one was kind of fast, so I'm not used to it working that perfectly, that quickly either. So
Exactly.
I guess that's the scary thing. Is like you always expect something to go bad, and then we fix it, analyze it, and go back. This was too perfect. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You probably shouldn't have
know
said
how to
that.
feel.
Probably shouldn't have said that. But yeah, and here we're looking at the other side of it.
Yeah.
As they're still kind of getting things going up there. I don't know what exactly they're doing. But yeah, this is the old one compared to the new one over here. And of course now the lawnmower has landed out here at the airport. Let's walk over here a little closer. And yeah, this is kind of what you were talking about a little bit ago as far as how it needs to be reconditioned.
Yeah, there was just a big project too. I mean, they would have to bring this one down to make sure the rust was all off, sand it, remark it, repaint it, make sure it's within the standards, then bring it back up, make sure all the connecting. I mean, they would have to disconnect everything and reconnect everything, then refurbish the beacon, and it was becoming a costly project.
Well, yeah, you're seeing like the cost on this one is like $183,000 or something like that. But then the cost on refurbishing this would be almost $100,000, right?
So it was almost $100,000. However, with this, it's $100,000 that you pay, and you don't get no reimbursement for that. For that one, it's $183,000, but you get 95% of that back.
Is that another lawnmower? Oh wait, no, that's a fly-in lawnmower. Yeah.
So essentially, you get what, 10% of 18, 180 is by 18 plus 5. You're looking at like $10,000,
Right.
give or take.
And
That
that's the cost on this new tower, basically, because FAA is kicking in,
Yeah.
and then people that buy plane tickets, they pay an extra $4 or something for
$450.
$450, and
Sure.
and that $450 goes to pay for this.
Yeah.
So by the time you do all that math and everything, you're talking about $10. Well, no, not that little, but there's
Pretty much free, yeah.
Well,
It just made financial sense for the airport, the county, everybody involved to go in this direction. Plus, you know what you're getting, a brand new rather than refurbished, and continue to potentially have more maintenance issues in the past. Now, we didn't want to get rid of this one. This is a classic here. This is the, you don't want to get rid of the classic, but it just made financial sense, and we're going to keep the beacon up there and display it, have the public ability to come see it up close rather than 55 feet in the air.
it'll be neat. I would say probably don't rig a switch to it. People get sunburned and stuff. Really bad. But that would be another issue with this one would be the bulb. That it would have to be replaced.
Not only that, is once you get it refurbished, there's not many vendors that are upkeeping the old stuff. So even if we were able to get it to a point that we liked it, there's no guarantee that they would be here down the road when we actually needed them again. So we would probably be talking about the same thing about doing that in the future on top of what we spent to refurbish this. So it took a little longer than we wanted. We were out of compliance for a little bit longer, but we kept in communication with the FAA. They understood the long-term goal here, and usually you want a long-term fix, and here we are. So it's it feels great that it's happening, and it happened. Maybe it happened too quickly, and I don't know how to react.
Yeah, really.
It's way too perfect.
Because I thought I was going to be standing out here till 6:30 or something.
Yeah, I know.
And it was just like kind of swung into place and popped it on there. I mean, it's like maybe they've done this before.
It's just
No.
It's just since I've been here, projects usually don't go as smooth as
Yeah, I know. Maybe
there's always something.
maybe good luck.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the guy's coming back down, and that's a whole different climbing system than this one.
He's hired.
It's a lot higher, and then of course this is the rungs, and then that's rungs too, but it's staggered, a little easier to go up and down, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course, he's got a safety strap up there, which rehooking like every step.
Yeah.
But I would. Just saying.
That's bravery right there.
When are we going up there?
Let me see. I'll retire and sit down.
I gotta do some working out for it.
Yeah.
And
I have to do some work.
I will not be going up there. I really don't think. But yeah, that's great. It was quite a process. It was a lot of fun to watch. And, I'm glad that we could bring it to you guys, show it to you guys.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for inviting me out here.
No, I'm always happy to have you. So,
Leave me hanging.
hey.
It's okay.
I thought you were saying like
Just nice.
you were happy.
He's so happy he didn't want a handshake.
Everything's going way too smooth today, so I gotta make sure that I go and hit some walls over there to make it feel like a normal day.
Yeah, really. And maybe I should leave while you're ahead. I don't know. But yeah, that's just great. This guy's coming down. This beacon will be plugged in. You can see the cords kind of hanging there at the
They're
bottom.
gonna go from installing this one to, you see, they're already doing they're gonna connect this other one and take this one down and start demolishing this one. So it's gonna be a.
So we are no longer in a safe area. We either better get hard hats or move.
It's going way too smooth. We probably
That's
should
like,
end it there.
yeah, we should probably skedaddle. So, wow, yeah, I didn't really realize, you told me a little bit ago that this one was going to be taken down at the same time, but that makes sense. The crane's here.
I see. It's going way too smooth. The idea is that it was going to go, bring the new one up, evaluate, take the other one back down. It's going way too smooth. Now they're going to do both 2 in 1. So it's
It's a twofer.
Yeah, that's right.
They're offering you a twofer special with the crane there, apparently. So, they're hooking it up right now. And I guess the first thing, this keeps going longer, but the first thing, I guess they're going to take down the beacon itself.
The beacon itself, because that's the one thing that we're going to want back to make sure they don't break it and take real care of it. Our maintenance guys are here. They're going to put it on a trailer and store it. And once we get an area, we're going to display it. We have an idea of where we're going to put it, but that's a project in itself, so we'll start talking about that later on. We kind of have an idea on how we're going to do it, and we're going to go from there. So I know there's people that have already reached out that want to purchase it, but it's a...
Who would buy a beacon? I don't.
I knew there was a value to it. I've seen other airports that have displayed it, and I think it looks great. And that's the idea that we had. But here we are. So
Beacon not for sale.
Yeah, not for sale.
Not
Not
for
yet.
sale. Yeah, not
unless
yet.
it's like really good offer.
Pays for a new runway.
Then we'll think,
maybe.
yeah.
Okay. Now, thanks, Max.
Hey,
Yeah,
appreciate it, sir.
You bet. We'll have more later on KLTV 7 News and KLTV.com. And I'm going to keep looking up for a little bit.